Hello everyone and welcome to the 0.57 showcase. This will be covering the first and second experimental, and don't forget that I also did a video showing the map changes, and I'll have that linked down in the description. So starting off, loot in the world can now be damaged. We're looking at this teddy bear and it is worn. After I start punching it, we will see that it will take some damage from that. Next, we can now also go into gatehouses. On experimental, loot can be found outside of them. I'm assuming that on the stable, loot will be spawning inside of these gatehouses. And yeah, you can enter these all around the map, at airfields, in the cities. I've been able to go into every gatehouse I've seen on the 0.57 experimental. Changing your field of view no longer gives you an advantage when aiming down sights. The same goes for when you're using an optic on your weapon. Using that optic and then putting down your field of view will not allow you to see further like it did before. We tested here with the SKS, as you can see, and this is just with the iron sights. I will now look down my sights and then put the field of view down and things will look the same. And here we are testing it with the PU scope. You'll see here same result when field of view is down and when field of view is back up to normal. It looks like what also happened is that when you do zoom in, every weapon is already at the lowest field of view, so that's why changing it really doesn't make a difference. Definitely good to see that this has been taken care of. Let's keep going and see what else has changed. So something that I noticed while playing experimental and visiting some different military areas is that the camo building doors, both of them will not close at once. So basically one of them has to be open at all times. I tried everything here. You can see me trying to open the door and close it back up, and still same thing. So it looks like one has to be open. Not too many people have been talking about this, and I'm not sure why, because I do think it is a big change. These are one of the most camped buildings. Usually when you go to an airfield or any military location, if if both doors are closed, usually means someone is camping in there. So pretty big change. You can see here I noticed it again when I was driving by Green Mountain and saw it at the camo building there. Surprisingly, like I said, not too many people have been talking about it, and the devs haven't said much about this either. I don't think it's a bug since it was in the experimental and no one has reported it as a bug. So we'll see what ends up happening. I do assume this will be the same in this table as well. Let's keep going and see what else we have. You can now use rags to craft armbands. Sticks that are obtained from bushes now appear horizontally in your inventory, and you can now obtain long wooden sticks from trees, and those can be used for cooking as well. You can now craft a torch using sticks and rags. The torch can be lit using matches, and when you do inspect it, actually right now just looks like a regular stick. Don't know if that will change, but you can see there it says improvised torch that will light your path in dark night. We did end up testing this, and it doesn't look like you can use this torch to light any players on fire. So we tested it here, and I also had my teammate test it on me, and it was the same result. It's basically like, getting hit by any melee weapon at the moment. Maybe in the future that will be different, but at the moment it's basically just like getting hit by any melee weapon. Also, you have probably noticed that the torch is just glowing, so there is no flames coming from it or anything like that. It's just glowing, and I would like to see in the future maybe some effects there, some fire effects to make that look better, and hopefully we will end up seeing that. Alright everyone, I do want to thank you for watching, and don't forget that the 0.57 will be coming along with 0.56 over to the stable branch. So if you didn't see any of the changes on the 0.56 update, I will have a link to that playlist on the screen now and also in the description. I also ended up doing a 0.57 map changes video where we looked at the new school building and also changes to Northern Berezino. If you missed that, link to it will be on the screen and in the description. Thank you again for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video.